And we are live. Welcome, everyone, to episode 2 of the PlayStation Collectors Podcast with me, Figsy, and Will.
What's up, dickheads?
How are you doing this week, Will?
I am doing good. Just holding up. Wearing my suit in honor of your last video.
Doing good. I like that. So it looks like you haven't got undressed since we got the photo shoot done.
Yeah, we all flew into to Antwerp to make the photo shoot. It went off well. Yeah, but haven't slept since. No.
It's been a busy week. I'm back in Australia already. We should have filmed the video together if we were going to fly out. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the video because there's a couple points about the video I wanted to go over. Because let me ask you, what was that one? Christian showed a video, or not a video, but a game, Bard's something or the other. It
Bard's
was
Gold.
Bard's Gold. I had it in my head it was Bard's Tale because of the PS2 game, but yeah. Do you have that one?
I don't, but I think I've got the limited run version of that.
Well, I guess the German version is more rare than the limited run version.
Exactly, and a few of the games spoke about actually all had limited run releases, like Super Hydra. I've got the limited run release of that, but the Spanish release seems to be the harder version to find.
It's kind of bullshit, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's funny that the game that was made to be the rare one turns out to be the common one.
Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. I'm not a fan of limited run games. I got a couple, but this just pokes holes in their whole business model if you think about it.
I was a fan of them, but over the years, my opinion slowly changed. I was pretty much there from not day one, but within 2-3 months of them starting, I was buying releases. I've got the first 40 PS4 limited run games. I'm missing a couple to have the first 50.
Really?
And I don't really have desire to complete that anymore.
Yeah, the limited run is not so limited run, if you ask me. I mean, because they're selling them now locally in a chain here called Best Buy. I don't know if you're familiar with Best Buy.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, but you go, if you go into Best Buy and you can find buy a limited run game, it's kind of, yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Not ironic. It's shitty, whatever it is. But anyway, I digress.
I posted a game on Instagram yesterday. One of the comments was, "I'm going to buy that as soon as it goes to Best Buy."
Was it a limited run game?
Yeah, it was a limited run game.
Yeah, I think I have like two or three in my collection, and I just came across them. I won't buy them from limited run anymore. I did that one time, and I learned my lesson. But I get mine secondhand off eBay or Mercari.
I still will, for the fact that they do occasionally release a really cool game. Like, I'll show the one I got yesterday. So the one I got yesterday is Castlevania Requiem, and this actually features Symphony of the Night. Now, the PAL version of Symphony of the Night on PS1 is $500, and I really want that game. So this is the cheapest version for me to have, and I'm stoked.
Yeah, let me see, what do I have? I got that Scott Pilgrim because I'm just a big fan. I picked up some Power Rangers fighting game.
I like the look of that one, but I didn't pick it up because to me, I'm only attached to the TV show. There isn't a video game of Power Rangers I'm attached to.
No, but no, and the last one I have is River City Girls, PAX. Yeah, PAX some convention they have anyway.
So River City is another one where I actually imported the Asian version because it was cheaper.
Oh, really? They're coming out with the dual pack 1 and 2 that I'm looking forward to getting. I'm going to grab that as soon as I can. Yeah.
I'll just touch on, like, I was a fan of limited run because they used to put out one game a month, one game every 2 weeks. It was affordable. It wasn't outrageous. These games were cheaper because they weren't, AAA games. They were half price.
Yeah.
And then they got greedy, suddenly they're putting out 2 games a week, multiple systems, putting out the same game on all these systems, bringing out a collector's edition, bringing out the deluxe edition, opening pre-order. Like, I can go on. They just got so fucking money greedy. And like, originally they were for collectors. They were the collectors, place to go and buy new PS4 games. It was really cool. It was this new idea. No one had done it before. And now I don't even think Josh and Doug own the company. I'm pretty sure they've sold it.
I don't know who's in charge over there. They also recently they opened up a physical store, a storefront. One of the admins in PS4 Ain't Dead is like, or PS3 Ain't Dead as well. It's like a couple minutes from him, but
but if you're not near the shop, good luck getting exclusive store only stuff.
I heard that. Robert says, "Good morning. I have the Star Wars limited run double pack PS4. I'm
that's an interesting one. So those games now have a retail release. I can go into my local EB Games and buy that Star Wars double pack.
Yeah, this guy's limited run better put some money in our pockets to get us to quit talking shit on them. I'll tell you what." But getting back to my original point, Bard's Gold. I hated the cover. That thing was goddamn ugly as shit. Sorry, Christian. I know it's a rare game, and it's rare and collectible, but that thing is goddamn ugly.
You're not wrong.
You did have a game though that I want, and was Raiden 5.
Yeah, me too.
I'm now on the hunt. I love any shmup, shoot 'em up.
I'm the same.
I hate the word shmup, but I love the genre. So Raiden 5, R-Type. God damn, I can't think. I'm drawing a blank here, but there's so many. Unlike the PS3, which only had the one for us physical.
I want to touch on the Star Wars double pack.
Yeah.
So what annoys me about that and similar releases, the game that I purchased for a strictly limited game was
Darius.
So what annoyed me is these games both popped up on both websites as a pre-order months before they were announced in retail shops. So I pre-ordered 1,500 copies only, shoot 'em up, that I really wanted. I pre-ordered this, paid top dollar. Before I got my copy, it was in retail shops. Like, that pissed me off. I could have got a cheaper copy, and I could have got it before. And there was no indication that this was getting a retail release.
What games come on the Star Wars double pack?
They were
the like Bounty
the
Hunter,
original PS2 and the Xbox games. So you got like Wing Fighter, and there was like 4 of them. I can't even remember the titles. They were good games though.
No, I'm thinking of something else, but another thing I wanted to the Senran Kagura that Tristan showed off.
Yeah,
that shit got banned in your country.
Yeah, so it had something to do with it was being sold at EB Games, a shop where kids mainly shop and things like that, and obviously we know about what it is. So in Australia, we can find this version, but the banned Australian version is like $300. However, I later found out that all the copies from Australia have been sent to France and Belgium. So someone like Tristan can go and find it in the shops for €40.
I saw that. I saw the age restriction badge. It was in black. It said R.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, really? Yeah. You got think about when it comes to. Oh yeah. Whoa! Look at that. I've never seen that before.
R-rated games. So Australia is interesting. We didn't have classifications for R-rated video games up until like just before the end of the PS3 life cycle. So games like Manhunt were banned over here, and a lot of titles we just didn't get.
Oh yeah. The AO or adults only ticket. It doesn't usually appear on retail arcade games here. But it's out there. It's usually reserved for like big box PC games, but that's the thing of the past.
Yeah.
AJT's TV and Music Archive channel says most LRG stuff isn't rare. Asian imports are often more hard to find. Yeah, I gotta agree.
I couldn't tell you one limited run game that you can't buy on eBay. Can anyone in chat tell me a limited run game that you can't buy on eBay? Even Shantae on the Switch, I forget the expensive one, but it's
Pirates,
not rare. You can go and buy it on eBay. It's just expensive. However, I can probably name a bunch of Asian imports that you can't find on eBay at the moment, and it's only going to get harder and harder to find. And even some of the retail releases that we talk about in the Rare and Collectible series.
I was kind of bummed. You put some rules on the Rare and Collectible series, and I wanted to show off my Undertale, but I couldn't do it. Well, whatever, man.
Well, I did that specifically. Like prior to making that series, people used to talk about rare PS4 games, and every time you brought up rare PS4 games, every second person would be like, "You can't talk about limited run games. You can't talk about low print games." So I made that series specifically only showing retail games, and people really love that.
What's the other one? It's limited run and low. What the hell is it called? The other, basically the same model.
So you got limited run games, limited rare games, Play Asia, strictly limited, signature games. Like there's like 15 of these companies at this point. It's absurd.
Yeah, well, LRG is I'd say they're the biggest perpetrators of it. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you very much. I try. Ricky says the worst thing about LRG is the ship times. I have to keep up the full VR set and waiting too long for VR games to ship them. I agree, and that's why I hate them, because when I order something, whenever I order anything from eBay or Mercari or some dickhead off of Facebook, first thing I do is I'm entering that tracking number on my phone, and I'm getting alerts. I want to know where that thing's at, and I want to hear within like 5 days. LRG.
I can understand. Sorry.
No, LRG is just ridiculous, is what I'm saying.
I can understand when they first started that they probably didn't have the money to produce all these games and then sell them. But now that they're a big company, they can make these games and then take pre-orders. But no, they don't do that. They sign an agreement with a company to sell a game before the game's even finished. The pre-orders are up and it's sold out by the end of the month. It could take 2-3 years to get a copy after that. It's absurd.
Yeah, a friend of mine.
Sometimes it generally does.
Not a friend of mine, but a guy on Facebook post today. 3 years he's been waiting for this Scott Pilgrim vinyl. 3 years. It's like, dude, come on now. The ice cream machine can't be broken. Come on.
Okay, I'll see you going. Gail said River City Girls and Shantae, the only limited run games I kept. The rest I sold, but also have the Jack games. I wish I got the Jack games. I regret not ordering them. However, I didn't like how they brought them out in big collector's edition. I just, like getting one game. Why do you have to have a collector's edition for everything? Like real collectors don't have room for 1,000 collector's editions.
A good collector. If you could put it all in, just put it in the case. You put a soundtrack in the case, a nice fat manual, and maybe some keychains or trinkets. Boom, get it out the door. But no, you gotta have a giant statue and whatnot. It's just too much. You're all right, man. Just I don't have room for it either. I don't chase any big giant collector's editions. It's not for me.
I used to, but I've been selling them off. They just take up too much room. However, I'll argue that limited run collector's editions are actually really ugly. Like they don't even have the PS4 strip at the top. It's just an empty box. I sold the only one I got because it didn't actually fit in the collection. It just looked out of place to me. Like it could have been a PC game for all you know.
I will. Ricky commented a while back, and he said he was going to go buy a Mori based on my my video part in your video, and I'm quite proud of that. So, nice. Ricky, Captain variant over there going out and getting shit. I'm an influencer now. Look at me, Ricky. Look at me, Ricky. Look at me.
Did you notice someone posted in the PS4 group a couple of games from the video, and then they were like tagging who talked about them?
What are you talking about? Mikey? I can't pronounce his
Mikey
name.
picked up a couple of the videos, a couple of the games.
I'm a little pissed.
Shout out to Mikey if you're watching.
Yeah, Mikey you didn't pick any of my games, dickhead. But anyway.
I'll mention Mikey for a second. So we all know that Ricky created the amazing North American PS3, basically Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mikey's creating a similar thing, but for the PAL version.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm not too sure how far along he's going with it, but he contacted me at the early parts, and I gave him a lot of information and things like that.
Is he putting up a website of his own?
I think so. Yeah, I believe so.
Oh shit.
So, Mikey, let us know in the comments, man. How's the website going? Maybe you can leave a link below, and I can put it in the description. That'd be really cool. I'll try and remember to send Mikey a message too. I'll just write that down.
Mikey's a fellow old man and hard rock and roll fan. So shout out to Mikey.
And I'll just mention Mikey was in our the series where we did games that we love to have in our PS3 collection. So you guys may have already seen Mikey in a video before.
You know, my boy James Johnson was in that video, and I got to tell you, when he never told anybody, he never let on to any of us.
I didn't know. It was a surprise for me. Christian said to me, "Figsy, do you want to make a video with me?" And I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "Send me these clips." I sent him the clips. I didn't know until the video. He sent it to me to like premiere that other people were in the video. It was so cool. He made them keep it silent.
Oh, wait. So that was Christian's idea, Christian's creation, and you just posted on your channel?
Yeah, so Christian he's a really good video editor. He like makes amazing content, but with the new baby and everything, he just doesn't have time to make a YouTube channel or everything like that.
Oh yeah.
He's reached out to me, and I'm happy for him to jump in and make content and put it on my channel and things like that. So that's why the video is so amazing, because it's Christian's work.
I got to say, because watching his part, I was like, God damn, I sound like shit, but he's all crisp and clean and clear, and he's a professional. He's all he's all like this and shit, and I'm over here like this. Fuck it, but yeah, shout out to Christian.
Hey AJ. Has anyone seen the Region 3 Full Metal Panic game on PS4? I can't recall seeing that one.
I'm not familiar.
I'm going to write that down, guys. So we actually will be having a podcast on Sunday or Saturday for Americans. So it's going to be 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. in Europe, and midnight Pacific Standard Time. So probably 3 a.m. for New York.
I'm going to be staying up late past my bedtime for you.
And we're going to have a special guest. Hopefully my friend Andy will be joining us. And Andy's got a background in hacking consoles and different things like that. However, he's moved from pirated stuff to physical stuff in the next couple of years. So it's going to be interesting to hear his perspective on that. He also repairs consoles, controllers, different things like that. I've in the past sold him 50 broken consoles, and he went and fixed almost all of them. I'd given him broken games, he's fixed them. So it should be really interesting to hear from him in the podcast.
I had a bud, Sean Dreck. That guy, wizard with the modding and this, that, and the other. Not for me. I'll touch on that later. Langers asks, "Hey lads, hope all is well. I heard so many bad things about limited run games over the time. It's just it's all about their model. They're not so limited run, and they're in it for the money, and it just takes forever to get their shit. And that's the biggest thing why I crap on them. But this
is release number 322 on PS4. 322 fucking games for one system from one company. I can't name a company that's released 20 games on PS4 that isn't a limited low print company. Like, Ubisoft have probably got 15 releases out. And people would say they pump out titles. 322 fucking games on one system.
What is what's the print? You know what kind of circulation numbers we're looking at, or how many of those they put out?
These were an open pre-order, which I'm a fan of open pre-orders. It ensures people don't miss out. They open a pre-order for 6 weeks. They don't actually give you a number of how many titles are out there. I'd assume it's between 5 and 10,000, maybe more because it's such a popular game.
And what's the standard release for, like, say, a AAA title? How many? Well, not AAA title.
You're looking at least 100,000, 200,000 games, you know.
For triple, and then what's like
millions even?
Yeah, well, yeah, millions. But with something like Sodesco or Atlas, what are they putting out per?
I don't know their numbers, but they're low print, and they must rival limited run because these games are harder to find than these ones. You know.
Yeah,
that's what I would assume. If you guys want to chat to us, say something in the comments. We're slowly going down the line, so we'll hope to get to everyone eventually.
Hey, I wanted to ask you, Figsy, these collab videos, how do they do for you compared to your just your regular videos?
I think they do really well. I personally think they're the best type of content I put on my channel. The best videos are like the top 10 rarest, but I prefer not to do like an artificial video like that. I'd rather do a video where it's me talking about, you know, my life, not me trying to influence a price or influence what's going to be rare or anything like that, because that's what people assume when you put out a video like that.
Yeah, we over at the PlayStation Ain't Dead channel, we're eventually going to steal your idea. So
you're welcome to steal anything.
or Christian's idea, I should say, for that matter. But
it's a fantastic idea, I'll add. And all props to Christian. That was completely Christian's idea, but it's like, I thought it was amazing. And, you know, people who aren't around from day one mightn't know everyone, but people that were in the collectors group from day one will actually know everyone in the video. So it'll be so surreal for them saying, hey, that's my friend. Hey, I've traded with this guy. Hey, I know this guy. We chat all the time. Like, it'd be really cool.
You can't beat hanging with the boys. And K-Mac Time says, sup, boys? Yes, he's not.
Hey, Smack Time. How you doing, man?
Yeah, you can't beat the boys. Yeah.
Right. We got the boys in chat at the moment. We got
yeah, thanks. Thank you very much, Joe. I try.
Jason.
Cheers, Jason. How many people we got hanging out? Shit.
I think we got 20.
Holy shit. Hello, everybody. I gotta small in this thing. Reduce the size so I can see what's going on in the chat. Oh shit, there we are. Oh my god. Hello. Oh, it's Jamie. Anyway. 2 double packs of Star Wars are one is Star Wars Racer and Star Wars Commando, and the other double pack is Star Wars Jedi Knight and Star Wars Jedi Academy. All right, thanks for clearing that up, because I know of the Star Wars Commando and the Star Wars, there's a Pod Racer one, but I'm not familiar with the other one. Like you said, they were PS2 games.
Yeah, but they were great games. So it's nice to see them get a pack again, but you know, I'm more happy that it's got a retail release than a limited run release.
Who's next in the chat? Here, and I'm still waiting. Yeah, what game? I'd love to know which game you're waiting on.
I think I'm waiting on 6 or 7 games from limited run at the moment.
Do any given time. Any day now. Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Did you guys order the physical version of Stray from 8-Bit? I considered it, but I didn't. I've just slowed down on ordering brand new games lately, especially with not working anymore and doing eBay full time. I have to be a lot more careful on spending money, so I'm being a lot more conservative these days.
Is Stray? Is there gonna be a PS4 version of Stray? Stray.
I thought it was a PS5 version. Can anyone confirm that?
I don't know. Well, strays do spray, so I guess I was right.
I've heard really good things about the game. I haven't played it yet.
It's a kitty cat game, you know. I saw a meme. It was the video games inspire violence and this, that, and the other. And here's the kitty cat game. Jamie Parks, he's one of the PS3 Ain't Dead boys. Hey, you guys.
Hey, Jamie.
For me, limited run games are cool, and the other limited print companies, but the waiting time is just ridiculous. And yeah, I'm right there with you. I agree 100%, and that's why I will never pre-order another game from those guys again. Limited Run or any of the other guys. I really don't follow any of the other guys, but Limited Run is the one that's shoved in my face the most.
Do you know what Limited Rare Games have just done with their latest game? I'll call it game.
Tell me, Figsy.
Oh my god! All right. So, to have a chance to order their next game, they have minted like a certain amount of bear NFTs.
Oh, shit.
They have sold all these NFTs, and someone's got a chance of getting like a gold one. But you have to own one of these NFTs to buy their next game, and you're gonna like be able to exchange it for a game or something. Like someone told me, but I'm out. No, I'm out. And I made $2.5 grand selling one of these.
You know, I watched the what the hell was it? The PlayStation State of Play. Did you check out the last State of Play?
I didn't.
Oh yeah. Well, they discussed there's some new thing they're rolling out, and they're talking about you can find PlayStation artifacts, this, that, and the other, and it's NFTs. It's basically NFTs. Go watch the State of Play. You'll see exactly like, oh shit, yeah, they're the NFTs. It's coming. It's just the way things are.
I've said it for a while though. I can actually understand a practical use of NFTs in video games.
Oh yeah, well it's
Let's
the best.
talk about PUBG. A rare skin. Okay, the drop. I've spent money trying to get the turquoise Car 98 skin. How about they mint 100 NFTs of this skin and they sell it at a certain price? And then players can exchange this skin on an open market rather than a loot box system.
Yeah,
it mightn't be the best, but to me, that's better than a loot box system.
It is what it is, man. Jason Trickster, LRG used to be way better than they are now.
I completely agree with that statement.
Everything used to be better than it is now. Welcome to the future. Everything in the future sucks.
Except my YouTube channel.
And this podcast, hopefully.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. I gotta go use the captain men's room. I'll be right back with you, Figsy. I'm sorry. Next time I'll bring the bucket with me. I'll be back.
Bring the trough. Hey Joe. Asian releases are a better value often. Lots of times, limited run games split releases that get released on one disc / cart. Look at River City Girls, No More Heroes, Master Blaster. I've got a really good example of this. Here we go. Mutant Muds. This is like a 2-bit game. You could probably fit this on like a floppy drive back in the day. But wait, let's release a second one because there's no way we could fit this on a Blu-ray and we can charge them double. Like, fuck off. Stupid me bought both of them. But yeah, like, you know, it's just milking your customers. It's not fair. Back in the day, companies would literally put out like 4 discs so you could be able to play the game. These days, they would release 4 parts. Oh shit! Shirt's coming off.
Yeah, it's you guys. I don't know if any of you guys know, but I'm in Arizona. It's a fucking desert out here, and it's a little warm in that thing. So
I'm in North Queensland. It's hot here too.
Is North Queensland? Is it a desert out there?
No, but it's hot. Like
it's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Like I got the aircon on 365, 24/7.
I love that foreign speak, the aircon. We call it AC here, but yeah.
Aircon.
Where are we at here? AJ AJT's TV and Music Archive channel. Do you know this guy?
Yeah, AJ is one of the homies. He's been around for a long time.
Sweet. Yes, I got a closet full of special editions, most of day one editions, niche titles. They a lot of games come out with day one edition, inaugural edition. I wonder if those will ever make a difference because I have yet to see one of those that have stood out from the rest of the pack as a rare and collectible because it's got a day one edition slapped on it.
They do when it comes to grading in terms of like original Mario's first print of Super Smash, not Super Smash, first print of Super Mario Brothers and things like that, or first print of Mario Kart 64 and different things like that. In terms of grading, they'll go for thousands of dollars more than, say, the second and the third print. But in terms of modern stuff, there's no difference. In fact, it's better to get the Game of the Year edition down the line because you've got patch installed. You don't have to download it. You've got all the DLC. It runs better. If they suddenly turn the servers off, you can't play your day one edition because it needs a day one patch.
Oh, yeah. There's one, I don't know. If you're aware, I'm sure you're aware, the Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid, not anthology, but the what the hell is it? It's a PS3 title.
The Legacy Collection?
Legacy Collection, thank you. And as well as the
HD Collection, yeah.
Well, they recently reprinted that one. And it used to be before the reprint, it was like $100 game. After the reprint, now it's $30. You can buy it on Amazon anytime. Yeah. Same with I have a terrible memory. I have to apologize.
It's that company in Canada that do the reprints too. I love them. They're awesome.
Yeah, and another game. It was a
Yakuza 3 and 4. They reprinted.
Which one?
They did Yakuza 3 and 4.
Okay, and it was an RPG. I'm thinking about. I can't remember its name, but they reprinted them, and the game went from
Class of Heroes 2G.
Which one?
Class of Heroes 2G.
Yeah, Well, yeah. Is that the same company?
It went from a free $400 game to a $100 game overnight.
Jesus.
This is back in 2017.
And also the Drakengard.
Drakengard 3. That was the one.
Now, over the distinction between the two has not been made in the PlayStation community yet, in the PS3 community yet. But they're the Drakengard. You can tell by the inserts which is a first print and which is a second print.
I don't think there'll ever be a discrepancy in the price. Nier's another one. However, I've got a counter to that point. PAL didn't get a reprint, so is the PAL version going to be more expensive than the North American version? Because Nier over here on PS3, that's always been an expensive game. It's slowly dropped in price because the reprint, but we didn't get a reprint. Only America got a reprint.
It's just it's fucked. These people reprinting the PS3 games and chopping the bottom out of the legs of my collection pisses me off. That's all I'm saying. Shawnee Webb says, "Hey all, what's up, Shawnee Webb? Do you know this guy?"
Yeah, Shawnee's an OG.
Where is he out of?
I think Australia. Correct me if I'm wrong, Shawnee.
Coming straight out of Compton, Shawnee G. K-Mac Time says, I got Jack 2 LRG in person. The Pink Gorilla. Oh, Pink Gorilla. That's Seattle. That's Metal Gear G.
Kelsey's shop.
Metal Jesus.
Metal Jesus rocks.
Thank you. I was Metal Gear Jesus. Yeah.
I got a pretty cool story about Pink Gorilla in Seattle. So my first limited run game, I bought in person at Pink Gorilla in Seattle in 2016. And
Which
Kelsey
one?
served me.
Oh,
and I remember chatting to Kelsey and showing her my PS3 collection and being like, yeah, I'm going for a full PS3 set. And we ended up chatting for ages. And I think I went back to that store like 6 times in 2 weeks that I stayed in Seattle.
Yeah, she that's some sales skills right there. She hooked you hook, line, and sinker. But no, yeah, all I know of that gal is metal. What the hell's his name? Metal Jesus rocks.
Metal
Thank you.
Jesus rocks.
Yes, metal. All praise, Metal Jesus rocks. We collect in his name.
I just want to apologize to Shawnee. Shawnee's actually from New Zealand.
Oh, yeah.
You can't call someone from New Zealand Australian and vice versa.
K-Mac Time says, I'm on the lookout for Omari too. Yes, Omari. I'm playing this game. My daughter turned me onto it, as a matter of fact. My daughter, she's 17, she just graduated high school. She's a lot cooler than I am. So she's all hip on everything that's cool and hip. And game is fucking weird. You got to kill yourself to go to the next level. And yeah, right. You literally commit suicide in the game. And
sounds like a 17-year-old's dream.
Oh yeah, she's my daughter. She's cool, and I'm shout out to my daughter Ava. Hello, cheers.
Hey, Ava.
if she watches this, we'll see. But anyway, moving on. I don't care much for LRG. I like the video with the most wanted PS3 games more. Oh, okay. Standard but rare. Noticed a MotorStorm complete game, and you made my day.
Nice. That's pretty cool to have.
Is PK PS?
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Is he a PAL guy or an NTSC guy?
I'm not sure, PK. Where do you collect? PAL, NTSC? Some people collect both regions, you know.
I heard that.
I ended up finding MotorStorm Complete in Amsterdam in a CEX store for €4. That was an amazing find.
To me, MotorStorm, I don't know the series, so I'm gonna bow out of this conversation.
Well, it's such an interesting game. Like, it's one of the only releases where the complete version with all the DLC is actually like a full release, but it was like an early release title, and it's only available in certain countries in Europe and Asia. So it's an interesting that it's so expensive because MotorStorm's such a popular series that people are like, I want that, and then so many people are like, I want that the price has gone up.
I'm not I can't speak. I don't know enough about it to speak about it. Ricky Andre gives props to Mikey. Nice. Over there in Belgium. As a matter of fact, I learned that earlier this week from speaking with him.
I actually posted games to Mikey yesterday. So I sent a package out to Yols. And Yols and Mikey are friends in real life, collectors. And they're both in the community. So I sent them both a big package. So hopefully they get your package soon, boys.
AJT's TV and music archive channel says it's called Full Metal Panic. Who Dares Wins.
Okay. That's one to look out for.
I will keep an eye out. I need to put my toe deeper into the Asian pool because a lot of good stuff out there and a lot of rare stuff out there, but over here on the side of the ocean, we don't hear about it too much. But cool.
It's the same, but it's almost overwhelming these days. There's just so much out there. It's not like last generation where there's 20 games that are Chinese English that we didn't get. It's now like 200 games.
Mm. The what was his name? Nicolo, or our Italian friend. Our Italian friend, he posted that one Chinese game and never heard of it. But
Gene Rain, it's very expensive.
Yeah, I want it now. Good luck. I gotta make a friend in China, but yeah,
sell a kidney or something. Sorry, Chaos. So we had to do a time zone where me and Will can both interview someone who's in Europe and Australia. That's not like 10 o'clock in the morning. So it was hard to find another time zone.
We're going to figure this thing out. We're going to hopefully get everybody from everywhere on here. So we'll see what happens in the future.
The good thing is you can rewatch the podcasts on the YouTube channel. You can rewatch them over on Will's YouTube channel. I just downloaded the audio today, so I'm going to work out how to upload it to Spotify and any other sites that allow podcasts. So you should be able to find the podcast moving forward, guys. We're going to make it easily available for everyone.
Sweet. Jamie Parks, love watching your PS3 videos and PS4 ones, but I'm also on the full PS3 PAL set currently on 620 PS3 games and complete. Love it.
Respect,
Yes,
man. Respect.
Jamie. Yes, Jamie of the Lego Dick Building Group. Jamie of the PS3 and Dead Group. This guy's going for a full set. The guy's going full on, and yeah, I'm here for it. Fuck yeah, Jamie.
I've done it. Like, it's like 3 or 4 years of your life committed to that set. And if you don't commit seriously, you're not going to complete it. You have to be, every week picking out 1 or 2 titles, going out of your way to buy them, and just slowly knocking out. Probably even more than that. It's probably more like 3 or 4 games a week. But yeah, towards the end, you can go a bit slower. But my recommendation is focus on the expensive and the rare ones first, because the common ones are always going to be there, and you're always going to find them cheap.
Well, that may have been true, 2 years ago, but shit's getting weird now, man. Blessings
You can
from
always find stuff. Well, Monday morning this week, I went for a drive out to the local Salvation Army. I was looking at the shelves, $1 each, DVDs, and I found The Legend of Zelda on GameCube. I think it was the Wind Waker or one of them.
yes, I saw that post.
$1. I went up to the counter like, "Hi, I just want to get these DVDs."
I have no such dude. I too many sharks in my town. Too many big, too many people who do this. What we do, they buy games, they flip them, and then they support their collection. And there's some guys who just straight flip the shit. But
it's getting harder. But there's deals are still out there. You just got to look harder and be more persistent.
Damn it! Yeah, it's some of us don't have the time, but it is what it is.
Hey, Jermaine. Blessings from the UKs. Love, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much for your kind words.
Cheers, man.
I had someone from Europe catching our stream, so it must be really late over there.
I got a buddy. I talked about him last week. Terry, he's still in hospital. He's laid up. He's on the mend, but yeah, he's hopefully he's in here somewhere. We'll see if he shows up.
Imagine going for a full limited run game set. Shout out to my friend Nils, aka PS Commander, who does have a full VR limited run game set and a current full PS4 limited run game set. I'll also give a shout out to my friend Brady, who's got a current full PS5 limited run game set, and he's going to continue to maintain that. So good luck.
Yeah, James Johnson's going for a full PS5 set, and yeah, good luck to you, buddy.
Crazy. You don't know what these companies are going to do in the future. Like,
they're all out to make a buck, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I hope they don't try and milk collectors, but unfortunately, that seems to be what they do these days.
Milk collectors.
It's true.
Yeah, I hear you. Regards to low print, I've had much harder times finding niche JRPGs like Blue Reflection, Neptunia, and Knights of Azure than any LRG release. It's true. LRG is not limited. They're not. Their name is an oxymoron. That's the word I was looking for. Oxymoron. They are not limited run games. It's just called themselves run games and be over with it. Fuck them.
Yeah. Let's counter them. Let's say they're a company that we're only going to produce 1,000 copies of every PS4 game and we'll put out 1 game a month. They would sell out in 30 seconds. That's a real limited fucking limited run game. I mean, people would cause a storm if this was the case. But if they kept that consistency, you can't say they're trying to milk people for money. You can say they're just trying to preserve that limited run game thing. But I completely agree. Like, there's so many JRPGs out there that are so much rarer than any of the limited run games.
Oh, I'm done with limited run. What are you guys playing at the moment? Fixie, what are you playing at the moment?
So I'm rotating between FIFA 21. Is it FIFA 21 or 22? FIFA 22 and Total War Warhammer 3 on PC. I'm not really playing anything serious. I just like to because I am doing eBay, I'll like to do like an hour of work and then play a game of FIFA and then come back and do work, things like that.
I am currently I'm still at PUBG. I play that thing at least. I haven't played it today yet, but I still play it once a day. And I picked up a new game today on through PlayStation Plus, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus fighting game. Yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy. It's a big phone game over in Japan, and they try to port it over to made a fighting game out of it, and I like fighting games. And
you know what it sounds like to me?
What's that?
Microtransactions.
I'm not one. It's free on PS Plus. The game's been out for a minute. It's fantasy sword fighting game, and I like fighting games. I'm not very good at any fighting game in particular, except maybe Tekken. Well, I was competitive at Tekken back in the day. Maybe not so much now, but yeah, Grand Blue Fantasy. That's what I'm playing now.
I am a boss at Tekken, so I challenge you to a Tekken fight at one point.
Which Tekken, dude? We're up to 8. Well, yeah. Did you see the I asked you about this earlier. Did you see the state of play?
See it. I haven't. I will rewatch it at some point.
Tekken 8. They announced Tekken 8, and the Evo boys are going wild. But yeah, Tekken 8's coming out. I love Tekken Tag Team, the OG from PS2.
Yeah, me too. That's probably my favorite original Tekken Tag Team.
Let's go, baby. I main Xiao Yu and Heihachi Mishima. So there we go. Yeah.
Mine is Nina Williams.
Oh yeah.
And see, I love Eddie Gordo, but he's not on Tekken Tag. He was Tekken 3.
Have you seen that meme? You can tell a lot by a person about who they main on Tekken. And if you choose Eddie Gordo, you're probably an asshole.
I've seen that. Nina Williams is mine. People struggle to beat me at Nina Williams.
Okay, well, let's go, man. Whenever you're ready, let me know.
I play as the Japanese girl Zayu as well.
Lin Xiaoyu, yeah, that's the one I play.
Okay, she's the one that can do the move. Her hands like spin around like this.
Yes, that's the gal. That's my shit.
I love that move. And then Nina Williams will be like, pow, and pop out like some magic blast. I just spam that for the whole fight.
Keep me awake, howling at the moon, watching video games. Well, thank you for joining us this evening or morning.
PK is over in the Netherlands, so I really appreciate you joining us, PK.
LRG is slow and all, but I've waited over 2 years for Nico Navy from First Press Games. I'm not familiar with this game.
Remind me not to order from First Press Games. That's tough, Joe.
I did want to ask you guests. So we have a guest lined up for Sunday. Is that correct? Or by Saturday night, your Sunday. Who remind us who it is again?
So it's my friend in real life, Andy, but he's in the streams and in the Facebook groups and stuff too, so people might know him.
I'm looking forward to having Andy on.
If you're a regular of the YouTube channel, he's been in a few of the garage sale videos.
You went and did you ever visit his place in one of your videos?
No, I haven't yet.
Okay,
I've been trying to, but he's like, no, it's not good enough. You can't come to my house. But he's got an awesome collection, so hopefully we can do a game room tour at Andy's house at some point.
Yeah, I'm a little collection shy. You got a whole room dedicated to your shit, right?
Rooms.
Fuck you in your rooms. I got to squeeze my shit in the living room between my 5-year-old's, My Little Pony and my girlfriend's Supernatural DVDs. But there you go. Cheers.
I'm gonna join the little boys' room, but I'll be right back.
In that case, I'm going to address AJT's TV and Music Archive channel. What do you think about all the future PS5 collecting scene? Already some oddball stuff. It seems like it has a bright future. The one of the admins in all the Ain't Dead groups I belong to, PS2 Ain't Dead, PS3 Ain't Dead, PS4, 5, etc. James Johnson. This guy's going for a full PS5 set, and every every week the guy's posting pick up new stuff coming in. I don't think I think PS4 is the it's going to be the final collectible system. Sorry, James, but this guy's at it full on, and he's picking up new stuff every week. But I think PS4 and PS3 were the last great hurrahs for physical collecting. We are heading into the digital age, and it's just the way shit's going, and they're not stopping. But PS5, I don't know. I might change my mind when I fucking actually get one. Yeah, I'm late to the game. You got a PS5, Figsy?
Day one, baby.
You son of a bitch. I love you, man.
So I've had it for almost 2 years, and I've only got 22 games in my PS5 collection.
You're slipping, Figsy.
No, I have no reason. I don't want to buy a $60 game and have it sit on the shelf and worth $20 in 3 years.
$70 in the US. That's what they're. That's the.
Well, they're $100 here, actually.
Jesus Christ, really?
So what I do is I buy a brand new PS5 game day one. I play it straight away, and within a week I'll finish it, and then I'll flip it on eBay, and it'll cost me $10 to play a new game.
Yeah, PS5 to me is just I don't have one. This is probably the jealous hater in me, but PS5 is just the PS4, awesome PS4 machine. We'll see.
It is a great system, though.
Yeah,
and then I sold my PS4 as soon as I got one.
What?
Because you don't need one; it's backwards compatible.
Yeah, I know, but damn, son. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to mine when I do get one. I say that now. We'll see what the future brings. Again, I don't have one.
I don't own a PS4, but upstairs I've got 6 empty PS4 boxes with all the inserts. So eventually, when PS4s are cheap, I'm going to go out and pick up PS4s and complete all my empty boxes.
Stray does have a PS4 version? Holy shit!
I might have to look into that now. Thanks, Nectar.
Dang, yeah, I'm on the hunt now. Thanks, bud. I ordered Shantae and the Pirate's Curse for PS5. August is still not ready.
I ordered that one as well. What a joke that is.
A year? I was waiting probably 6 months for the one time I ordered from LRG, and no, but a year? No. I'd be writing Yelp reviews. I don't know if you guys have that over there, but yeah, no, fuck that.
Did anyone here order the game Skull Girls by Limited Run Game or hear about that? So it was the first game that they didn't open pre-order on, where the game wasn't made yet, but to get a copy, you had to order it at a certain point. Anyway, more than 2 years until it actually shipped out.
Jesus.
And it was a meme by the time it came out. It was such a meme.
I got Skullgirls digital on my PS3, so there you go. From back in the day. No need to order the LRG.
By the time I got it, I didn't even want it. It sits in the collection. I would have actually played it. So I was in the frame of mind where I ordered it to play it. By the time it arrived, I didn't even want it for the collection.
What's the price tag on that thing nowadays?
I wouldn't have a clue. I think it would be like 60, 70. I don't think it's that expensive.
Chaos for Hire. That's a game I'm waiting for. Which game is he? Oh, yeah. It's Shantae's.
Jason got burnt bad on Class of Heroes. That's tough to hear. I've got an interesting story about that game, though. So I really, really, really wanted Class of Heroes 2G, and it hadn't been reprinted at this point. It was the most expensive PS3 game by NBA Elite 11. And I had some of the most expensive games, and I was just started the PS3 group. I was getting into collecting pretty seriously. Anyway, I had a bit of money aside. There was one for an auction. And I was prepared to do like $300, which was so much money for me at the time. Anyway, I got up to $350. Like, I couldn't afford this. And I lost the auction. I was devastated, but it was way more money than I could have afforded. I kid you not. 7 days later, it's been reprinted and copies are going for $100.
Jesus.
I messaged my buddy TJ and I lost my shit. Like, we have to order this. Like, sending him links. Like, it's like Christmas has just come. Order this game. Order this game. I didn't know what was happening. I just thought someone had like thrown out all the copies that they had, not realizing how expensive this game was, not knowing that it was a reprint. Yeah, TJ will get a laugh if he's watching that because that was a funny day.
So there's how many? It's A, B, C. Is it or is it?
I know a
go
lot
to
about
D?
this game. So A, B, C variants was the original printing. There were 2,750 copies of either A, B, or C. There was a very small print run. And then they produced D. Now, D has more copies than the entire A, B, and C. There's like 3,000 copies of D, maybe even more. They're all individually numbered as well, so you can see what number copy you've got.
I picked up, I think it's a D. Yeah, I think I picked up a D for like $30 on eBay.
That's a win.
Yeah.
I opened it and played it. It was a brilliant game. If you like dungeon crawling games, I recommend Class of Heroes 2G.
I'm not used to paying for the D. Usually I get it for free, but that's another podcast entirely. Lulu girl, cheers.
Hey, Lulu girl.
Do you remember when Metal Jesus had the idea, T? Are we talking about the Birdman game? Do you know what I'm talking? Do you know that debacle? Do you know what I'm talking about when I say Birdman? You got it? Look at this guy. Fucking Revenge of the Bird King. Thank you. Not
Hang on, it gets better.
Oh, yeah?
I got the cover variant as well. The guy's fucking face on the back cover. So
I'm somewhat familiar with the scandal.
This guy here works for limited run games.
I'm gonna let you take it from here. I gotta go potty. I'll be right back.
He made this game. So this game here was made by this limited run games employee. So this employee decided to make physical copies of the game. Why he worked for limited run, but not officially done by limited run. But if you work there, sort of, you know, do I have to really go into it? And then anyway, Metal Jesus made a video going, this game is going to be really rare. If you want a copy, hit up Old Mate on Twitter, posted his Twitter. Old Mate's like, I'm not selling any copies. Suddenly the only copies online are owned by Metal Jesus and a few people that this guy, I forget his name, but a few people that he gave out copies to. Prices go up to like $3, $4, $5, even $1,000. It wasn't until, and then Limited Run had like a physical store, sold copies of the game. More scalpers got it. Prices went even higher. So much controversy. Metal Jesus had to like make a video about, hey, I wasn't trying to pump up the price. I didn't know that he wouldn't sell it. Eventually, he sold copies on his website. Things calmed down again, but it was a huge controversy. But I actually messaged the guy and I got a sealed copy and I got him to sign it on the front. So I got a signed copy, which is pretty cool. I forget the guy's name. If anyone in chat knows his name, please let us know. But yeah, that's Revenge of the Bird King. There are some very interesting videos on YouTube that cover that entire story in like 20, 30 minutes if you want to hear the whole thing. But yeah, it's certainly interesting. We got a tip from Jamie that he got from Will, and he got a cheap $20 copy of Drakengard free, thanks to you, Will.
Yeah, well, I will accept that in your PAL complete because what's the PAL PS3 or the PAL Drakengard 3 on for?
Oh, well, it only got a collector's edition, so it's over $1,000.
It's a great substitute.
Like just casually, yeah, it's $1,000. It's not that much.
Yeah, it's ridiculously overpriced, but yeah. Good job. Yeah, if you got to fill that whole. Oh shit! Here he comes with it. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you, Figsy. I say fuck you as with love and respect. Fuck you, Figsy.
This is like one of my holy grails.
Damn, look at that thing.
I bought it for $400 like years ago, and I was looking for years prior to getting this. So.
Yeah, Jamie's over in the UK, so he's up pretty late. Thanks for hanging out, Figsy. Hanging out, Jamie. We appreciate it.
You missed it, but when you were gone, I realized my copy of Revenge of the Bird King's actually signed because I messaged the guy and asked him to sign it before he sent it to me.
Oh shit! Did he? On the cellophane or on?
Yeah, on the outside of the plastic.
Oh shit! There you go.
Because he sold them from his website, or like he literally posted on Twitter, like send money to my PayPal, and no, he made a website or something. It was like a really dodgy looking website. I then sent him a PM, and I'm like, "Hey, can you sign it? Why not?" So he would have enjoyed that. He would have been like a fan.
Yeah, there's. I'm sorry I had to run out for that part, but yeah, that's a whole debacle.
No, you're right. It is a really interesting story. I was telling everyone that there are YouTube videos out there that cover the entire Revenge of the Bird King debacle. I do recommend a video if you are interested in like the limited run game story. There was a video recently done about how bad Limited Run Games is as a company, and they cover the whole company from start to finish. And it is a really interesting video. Whether you're a fan or you don't like the company or you're in the middle, it is an interesting video to watch.
I'm in the middle, closer to the bottom of fuck you guys, but I'll take one every now and again.
I've gone from one side to the other, you know. PK said I bought Motorstorm with the PS3 starter pack and lost Motorstorm, so I bought a second one that was Motorstorm complete for $20. Wow, how lucky is that? But I'm not surprised considering you said you're from Holland because there's lots of copies out there in the Netherlands. Most of my copies have come from Tristan, and he's over in the Netherlands.
What the Tristan? Yeah. Wait, Tristan from Belgium?
No, Tristan's in Netherlands.
Oh wait, Mikey's from Belgium. Okay, I'm getting mixed up.
Next door to each other. Easy confusion. And it's like a 20-minute drive, you know. Funny you say that because I was talking to Yoles yesterday about how close everything is. And he's like, if I want to go to the Netherlands, I book a taxi. 2:45, so it's 3 a.m. over in the Netherlands. So mad props to PK for staying up for the podcast. Appreciate you.
Much respect.
New Tekken.
Yes, Tekken 8. I'm stoked for it. Hopefully it's not PS5 exclusive. We'll see though.
PK likes lore and Gunjack. I don't like fighting Gunjack, so I'm sure that would be annoying.
I sat down and I watched a video about the whole history of Tekken from Tekken 1 all the way to, and it was going into the lore, and that shit is convoluted as fuck. And I guess Gunjack is he's the robot, the one that goes like this, Captain Fisto.
Did you watch the Tekken movie?
The one that came packed in with the PS3 game?
I'm not sure. I know it was around that time. It was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, it
didn't get good reviews, but I liked it. It was a Tekken movie.
Yeah, there's a Tekken movie. It came. I think it came with Tekken Hybrid, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Tekken movie on that disc. Yeah.
Hey, Argo. Argo says, platinum versions and greatest hit game cases and covers. Your thoughts? I've got quite an interesting take on this one. So in my opinion, in 15 years, 20 years time, these games, especially for the PS3, are going to be, and PS4, are actually going to be quite collectible for the fact that servers may be shut down and these versions may be the best version to play. You mightn't be able to play a game if they haven't got the day one patch, but at least you know with the greatest hits, the platinum version, it's got all the DLC, it's got every patch, it's got a year of updates. In saying that, it looks ugly on the shelf, and I don't own one of them.
I'll agree with you, Figsy, and I especially agree with the last half of your statement. I am not a fan, and it's just because they stick out like a sore thumb on the shelf. And it's, for me, a lot of the games I buy is basically on aesthetic. It's why my shit on my shelf is not alphabetically in alphabetical order. I line them up so it looks pretty. So you walk by, oh, look at the flow. It flows well.
Ooh, look at
And
that.
yeah, these games, they're not, they don't match, and that's why I don't like them. But you're not wrong. They're usually the most complete versions of the games, and probably your best bet if you want to play them.
If you're a straight gamer, you don't care about it, go for that version. But
Yeah,
if you're a collector, like I don't own one greatest hits platinum game in my entire collection, unless it's in like a double pack. I'll show you an example.
you're talking PS4, right?
I'm talking every system. So like for the PS2, I've got this Tony Hawk double pack that both of the games are platinum. But you know, it's in a big box, so that doesn't count for me.
It is a pretty box. No, yeah. Ricky Andre, he's been brought up earlier, and yeah, he's got a full greatest hit set for the PS3, and he's real proud of it. You know, it looks cool, it looks great all together, but mixed in, oh god, gives me the heebie-jeebies.
When you see someone's collection and they've got like greatest hits everywhere, I cringe. I did actually collect them at one point though. And I was going for a full platinum set and a full essentials set. However, I decided I'm not interested in these games anymore. I've since sold them. And on my eBay store, I've got like 20 of each left. And I had probably 300 prior to selling them.
We're talking PS3?
Yeah.
All right.
There was a point where I almost had 2,500 PS3 games.
It boggles the mind. I don't have the room. What?
Langer said, what games are you trying to get your hands on and add to your collections?
Now, like I said earlier, I'm playing Grand Blue Fantasy now. I want that game. I'm after that game. I'm after anything weird and sexy Japanesey. I don't know if that's like anything in the vein of Senran Kagura or Onishanbara or like the Hentai versus Evil I picked up or Galgun. Yeah, I'm looking for those. I'm trying to find out what's out there. There's all sorts of weirdo little sexy girl Japanese games. It's weird.
Anything to make the kids proud, right?
Yeah. it's weird and it's niche, but you know that's what I'm after. I really love anime, and I'm after anything animeasy. You picked. Speaking of throwing back to you the rare and collectible PS4 games, you showed me that Demon. Damn it! What was the one you? Demon. Refresh my memory.
Demon Slayer.
Thank you. I'm after that. That one's on my hit list. I used to have a hit list that I would carry around in my pocket, and every time I changed my pants, I'd switch it to the other pocket. But
I've got one too.
Yeah, well, that thing's all tattered and shit.
What
No, man, I did old school. I got to write it down because. But yeah, that's anything anime style. I'm after it. What about you, Figs?
For the PS4, I can only think of a few off the top of my head. Atelier Riser 1.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a list of like 20 games, but if I can't name them to you, I don't really want them. I will go my PS1 because they're the games that I really want right now. Choco Racing, Sudoku 1 and 2, and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So they're the 4 big ones that I want. It's probably $2,000 of just those 4 games. So yeah, we'll see how we go. If the business goes well, I'll treat myself. But I'm at the stage in my collection where I'm actually really content with what I own. I want maybe the rest of the Pokemon games I don't own, but there isn't too much out there that I'm like, I really want this set and this set and this set. How I would have been a couple of years ago.
You know, even though we're called the PlayStation Collections Podcast, I'm always on the lookout for Pokemon stuff because that's my. Sometimes I'm anti Nintendo because of the cult of Nintendo, and they get on my nerves sometimes. But Pokemon, I've been a fan since day one.
I
It came
want to
at.
be the very best, like no one ever was.
I will sing that back to you if you don't stop right now.
This could turn into a music stream.
Came
I
at
remember
times.
driving
Go
on my
ahead.
lunch break to pick up Legends Arceus, blasting this Pokemon soundtrack on like repeat, singing it the whole way there.
Oh man, yeah. Pokemon is my one. It's my Achilles heel when it comes to Nintendo. Yeah.
Naktab said, I've owned a Series X since day one, and I don't own a single game that I can't play on an Xbox One. Not a single one. I can't name one Series X exclusive game. Is there? Like, is that a thing? There's plenty of PS5 exclusive games.
No, I'm not a. I had a. When it comes to Xbox, the closest I came is I had a modded Xbox at one point, and that thing broke eventually, and I just threw it out. No, not an Xbox guy. But
I'm not either. I've had Xbox games, but I just sell them these days. I don't own a console or anything.
It's
At least I don't own one that I'm not going to resell at some point. I've got a couple upstairs.
It's a powerful system. Don't get me wrong. It's a great player, but it's just not. I don't think they're collecting.
I've got PlayStations. I've got Nintendo. I've got a computer. I'm not going to get an Xbox as well. And I've got a computer. Every single Xbox game I can play on my PC. So if I want to play a new Xbox game, that's where I play it. Forza, I played that on PC. When the new Elder Scrolls come out, I'll play it on PC.
I can't believe you. AJT's TV and Music Archive channel. Metal Jesus tried to get his Patreons to pay for his tour bus. He was going to tour the country on Patreon money.
Living the dream.
Yeah, that guy's got a lot. That guy's got a lot of controversy surrounding him. I mean, at one point he tried to get his. People say he tried to get his fans to pay for his leaky basement because he had some sort of leak in his basement. I don't know if did you ever catch that episode?
I remember that.
Yeah, and people, the guy gets a lot of shit, but a lot of the shit he gets, it's just because he's popular and people.
Yeah, but he's a full-time content creator. That's all his source of income, and he's making videos for people for free. So, what else can you do? I mean, he's got a leaky basement; he can't afford to fix it. The other option is sell his video games, and none of his viewers want to see that.
Yeah.
So, you can kind of understand if you just take it from his point of view, but you've got doing things for people for money and then milking your fans, and I think he just crossed that line too far.
Milking the fans. I went to Game On Expo here in I was in Phoenix one year, and I saw all the big YouTubers, and I walked by them and I saw them, and I was like thinking, should I say something to this guy? And I was like, what am I going to say to this guy? Because I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to walk up and talk shit to the guy's face because I was here's worshiping, and here's fucking fuck you, and I'm somewhere in the middle. I was just like, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything to the guy. It was just,
exactly.
Look,
just ignore him.
There goes Metal Jesus. Yeah. Oh my God, he's tall. That's about it. Anyway, got the first print of Drakengard 3 NTSC found in a pawn shop in a reprint. Wish I would have sold it when I had it then. It's a funny story about Drakengard 3. I had a first print. And the way to tell the difference between a first print and a reprint is there's an insert. It's comes from the company. Who makes it? Who publishes that? Do you remember? There's the difference is an insert. And that's how you can tell a first print from a reprint. And it's just one insert. It's a black thing or a black insert. I sold my first print, and then a week later the reprint dropped, and the guy I sold it to on the Square Enix. Yeah, there's a little Square Enix. It's a card from Square Enix, like join the Square Enix club or whatever. And the day after within the week I sold the original, and some guy in my Facebook group, and then a week later the reprint dropped, and I felt bad because the guy paid $80 for it, and then
It was still a good price. It was going for a couple of hundred at one point.
yeah, well, and then the reprint dropped. It was like, you know, $20-$30 on Amazon. I felt bad, but you know, the guy's got a first print, and until the community recognizes the difference, you know,
I don't think people will ever distinguish. Like, I've got a first print too, but I could put that on eBay and people wouldn't pay any more for the first print than the reprint. A good example is the game Toro on PS4. You can actually tell the difference between the first print and the reprint because of the ink. They used a different ink.
Oh, yeah,
but you can't sell the first print for more than the reprint, and it used to be a $400 game.
Jesus. Yeah, there should be a law against reprints. What's up, Fujitsubo? Took me a minute.
So this is Andy. So this is our special guest for Sunday.
Oh, hey, okay. What's up, Andy? Oh, thank you. Oh, really? Oh, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I'm gonna come with the hard hitting journalistic questions next week when you're on, or actually this weekend. I'm kidding. No, but yeah, this is my homage to our Reservoir Dogs themed thumbnail for the last video that we did. So that's why
he was wearing a full suit at the start of the video. He just got undressed.
I have dressed like a Mormon for Christmas for Halloween before, but that's another story.
So PK is talking about the French version of MotorStorm, and yeah, the Netherlands received the French version. There is an Italian version. There is a Spanish version. However, the rarest is the UK version. There is actually a UK MotorStorm complete, and it is extremely rare. I don't know.
That's a surprise.
If you think they were so collectible, then why did you sell all yours, Figsy? Because I got to a point where I couldn't justify going on eBay and buying an essential game for like $10. I just couldn't do that anymore. And if I wasn't going to complete the set, then I was going to sell it.
Makes sense. The new Tekken anime on Netflix is nice. The movie sucks eggs. I don't have Netflix at the moment, so I can't comment on this.
I'm the same. I haven't got Netflix at the moment.
I got my pirate box is on the fritz, so I gotta anyway.
I think you got a personal attack here, Will.
Oh yeah. What gets me is when people have hundreds of games and not a single one is alphabetical order. How the hell do they find them? You just know. I love my collection enough to know where the games are. I'm an older gentleman, and I have problems remembering some things, but one thing I know is where my games are. And you want to here, it's right here. Take a picture of it, post it on the Facebook group.
So you can do just what I'm doing, like pulling games out as I'm talking about them.
Yeah, and
no trouble finding them.
No trouble finding without alphabetical personal attacks. Nice. Just know where your shit is. I only have about 450 games, so it's not that hard for me.
You're not the only one.
Oh, Andy, I love you for not having your shit in alphabetical order. Cheers, man.
I don't keep my special editions in alphabetical order. My slipcovers are, but if it's over G2 size, then it's just arranged by box size.
I've got an interesting double pack of Sonic Collection plus the Shadow, the Hedgehog, well, Shadow and the big box on PS2. I've only ever seen it once.
I've seen that once before too with a very serious PS2 collector who I believe now has a full PS2 NTSC set. It's a really, really nice double pack to own. I don't know if any of you guys are in the PlayStation collectors group, the UK one over on Facebook. It's called PYSG. But there's some serious PS1 collectors in there, and some really nice double packs are being shown. I've actually got a package for a collector in the UK. If you guys would like to see some really rare double packs, I'll go and grab them. I have not shown these on YouTube. Some of these I've never seen before, so Yeah, this might be a first time for some guys. I'll be right back.
Let's see this shit. I was never one for the double packs. There's a lot. I was going for a full PS2 set at one time, and I hold the same rule. I held the same rule for PS2 as I did for PS3. Is only ever one representation of the game. So if it came in a double pack and I had them single separate, I wouldn't chase this double pack because I'm not a fan of redundancy. But that's just me. But so there's a few double packs or triple packs I wish I would have had, like the GTA one. That one's beautiful. But let's see what we got. What you got here, Figsy?
So these are all going to my friend Ibra over in the UK. He's a very serious collector. He's probably got the nicest collections of press kits in the entire world. He's got over 300 or 400 press kits, and he collects very rare PlayStation pieces, I would say. Anyway, he's given me permission to show these. I will make a video about his entire package. He just sent me a package yesterday with 25 PS1 games, so that should be arriving soon. However, yeah, let's show some of these. So I actually used to own this one. I've never seen it apart from the one I own, and I did sell it. So I regret selling this one, and that is the Simpsons Skateboarding Road Rage Twin Pack. It was an Australian exclusive.
Look at that.
I got heaps here, by the way. So here we have a Rocky double pack. This comes with the DVD.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Is that the first game they put movie and video game in together?
Yeah, it's Rocky 1 too. That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Shit, I didn't even know that existed.
This one's cool. So here we have a promo for Red Dead Revolver. This is an NES game. Rocket Attack. Boxed. This one's really cool. This is a double pack on PS1. It is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 and Spider-Man 2 and World's Scariest Police Chasers. So it's a triple pack.
I actually watched that show. World's Scariest. It's garbage.
Again, I've never seen this before, and it's an Australian exclusive.
Jesus.
And one more. This one's really cool. We've got Family Guy, the video game for PS2. Comes with a controller.
I was going to ask, what's the box so big? It's a good controller in there. Shit, look at that.
So there's probably 15 more pieces over there. I'm actually going to make a video about it. So if you see a video titled Extremely Rare, like Australian exclusives, and you want to check more of these stuff out, be sure to check that out. It'll probably be in the next month or two I'll be making that video.
Nice.
Yeah, it should be cool. The only Series X exclusive bus is also on PC's Flight Simulator. Yeah, I was going to say I've played Flight Simulator on PC, so you can't call it an exclusive.
What we got next?
Damn. Next time says, I'm a 360 guy. 800 into the full NTSC set. Mad respect, man.
It begs the question, how many are in a 360 set?
I'd assume 1,200. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I have no clue, man.
Almost fell asleep, and then they started singing Pokemon.
Well, he's probably asleep by now then.
Yeah, mad respect to Knack Time. Good luck with that full set. I can't wait to see a photo when it's complete. PK also loves the 360. Only Xbox S now. Now, I'm not a fan of the Series S. I think that's a terrible console. 500 gigabytes. You can't put a disc in it. What's the point? Like, the Series X is a better console. No, the Xbox One X is a better console. Plays the same games. In fact, it can play games. You can't play the new Call of Duty on the Series S because it's more than 500 gigabytes.
Once Sony canceled the store closure, interest in PS3 decreased quite a bit. I think I said it in the last stream or last whenever they do announce the cancellation or the closure of the PS3 store, shit's gonna go through the roof again.
100%.
Yeah, but they're over there. They're trying to crack that egg on how to get the PS3 onto the PS5, or for their streaming service. Well, right now they're streaming it. They're trying to get it. They're trying to get it so you can download it, because you can download PS1, PS2, and PS4 games onto your PS5, but you can't do the PS3 because it's all too crazy and wacky.
Unless they emulate it, I don't think they will be, because the PS3 originally was really hard to develop for.
Yeah.
Like, you can download emulations of almost every PS3 game, so there is a way to do it, but Sony would be a little bit hypocritical if they started to do that.
But yeah, I am sitting here waiting for the closure of the PS3, because as soon as PS3 close the PS3 store, it's gonna shoot up. I'm gonna parse out some of my games and start finding my PS4 collection, and that's just how I'm gonna roll. This is me.
I respect that. If you're in a video rental store or a store looking for games, stickering them in A to Z makes sense. But if you're in your own room, if you don't know where your games are, you're in trouble.
Andy,
yeah, but if I didn't have my games in alphabetical order, I'd be in trouble, because there's almost 5,000 games in this room.
Andy, you're my new favorite person. I love you.
Langer's just jumped on eBay Australia, and the Sangrang Kangaroo is priced at $1,188.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna bother looking for. I was thinking about looking for one yesterday, but fuck that shit.
I'm actually watching a copy right now in France, and it is 60 euros.
What?
They just don't ship to Australia, so I'm going to ship it to a friend overseas. As I said, all copies are over in Europe. There's a few scalpers in Australia who are like, I've got a banned game and I'm going to make thousands of dollars. It ain't going to happen, bud.
Well, if anybody wants to snag me a cheap copy of a black label Australian Sangrang Kagura for retail, I'm a player.
Tristan would be the man to see for that.
I'm going to talk to Tristan.
Double pack video, I'd be super interested. I'll actually be doing a double pack PS3 video soon. There's so many double packs for the PS3, so that is going to be a really interesting video. I don't have them all, but I've got most of them, so it should be pretty cool.
What's up next here? Are there any PS4 collecting groups? Yes, there are.
There are.
There's PS4 collectors. That's the name of your group, PS4 collectors?
It's called PlayStation 4 Collectors, and it's in capital letters. I'll just type what the name is below.
And the name of my group is PlayStation or PS4 Ain't Dead. In fact, if any of y'all want to get on any of my groups, it's
I spelled it wrong.
Blah 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 ain't dead.
You want to know how to spell PlayStation? I just look at my keyboard.
PlayStation. You want to join the PlayStation group?
I'll use the excuse that I've got a microphone sat where my keyboard usually is, and I'm like now typing over to the left. Does that pass as an excuse?
To answer your question, for me, it's on Facebook. There is a PS3 Ain't Dead group on my Reddit, but the thing's dead. But
I'm not familiar with any Reddit groups. I know there were some active ones a few years ago, but for PS3 collecting, apart from Facebook, I wouldn't really know where to go. My Discord channel is another one. There's lots of PS3 collectors in the Discord, guys. So if you do want to get involved, there should be a link in the description of this video. Jump in the Discord. It's free. People post their daily pickups in there. There's a folder to post games that you're looking for. You can sell games in there. You can buy games. It's a really cool place to hang out.
You've talked to me into it. I'll be on your Discord soon.
You can talk to Will in the Discord, guys.
Oh shit!
Selling factor right there. Will be over in the Discord.
Yeah. I don't ship overseas.
So if you want to get that link to Will's OnlyFans, you can only find that in the Discord.
only feet and only my OnlyFans. But there you go.
Thanks, Fad. Haircut looking fresh.
No, look at you. Jamie says, I've got a thing for white label double PS1 games 2 times in one box. They just look cool, and I got about 10 of them. Would love them all.
You guys didn't get them in America. But I've got a thing for them as well. This is what they look like. They're cool, right? And then on the front, they look like this. So I got 007, Tomb Raider. This is a Rainbow Six one. There's about 20 of them. Some of them are pretty expensive. Yeah, but to get a full set, there's one or two that are extremely rare. So mad respect to collectors that do have a full set of double packs.
Yeah, it's out of my wheelhouse, so I can't comment on the subject. So another person, Christopher Montero, still waiting for Shantae. My condolences, man.
There's actually another Shantae game up for pre-order right now, and I'm tempted to order it or not. Like I don't want to order it, but I ordered the slipcover case that fits all 5 games, and I've already got 4 of them, so I just need to buy one more now to complete that.
Jesus.
So there's 1,200 or so 360 games. So I was pretty close to my 1,200 guess.
Yeah, so you're about a third of the way, or 2/3 of the way through. Wait, he said he had. How many did he say he had?
800, I believe.
So mathematically speaking, you're 3/4 of the way through. Well, good luck with that.
Well, where did Will go? All right, we've lost Will, guys. Hopefully he can come back. I'm just going to quickly send him a message. Oh wait, he's back.
Sorry,
Will, you're back.
I don't know. I'm not too mechanically inclined, so I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
I'm like, where did he go? PS3 emulation still in its infancy. Lots of things run okay, but nothing runs perfectly yet.
And I pray they never do.
So it's going to be interesting to talk to Andy because he knows a lot about this type of stuff. Or I don't really know anything about emulation.
We'll put him through his paces. We'll see what he knows.
Chris says, what do you think of special reserve games? I ordered Death's Door and Treat to Yoki. Then they get a physical release for cheaper. I feel so slighted. And we were talking about this earlier in the podcast. I hate the fact that these companies sell a pre-order to us of a game that then suddenly gets a retail release. I feel like it's a dodgy thing to do because you've paid more for it. And you probably waited longer than people do to get their actual retail copy. So it just really turns me off ordering from these companies. I probably won't order another Strictly Limited game because that happened to me.
It's too much.
PS4 ain't dead, baby.
Yes. Shout out to Jamie.
Well, put the tie back on. Bad luck.
Well, thank you, Ty. I got called a Mormon earlier, and my feelings got all hurt. I live in Mesa, Arizona. Second, the city with the second largest Mormon population in the United States.
I'm sure Andy had no idea that when he said that.
Only second to Salt Lake City, and yeah, I know against Mormons. Yeah, fuck them, fuck Mormons. Anyway, moving on.
When you disappeared from the podcast, AJ's like, limited run got him.
Yeah, they busted it through the window on fucking rappelling and shit.
Too funny. Sorry, I love the S series. I only own collector items, so the kids have their own modded PS3s, and the eldest has a PS4. When they come over, play on the Xbox, so my controllers stay mid. hate COD. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, everyone's to their own. Like, the system's good for some people and it's good for others. I just know from selling Xbox Series S's, they were really hard to market to people because they didn't have a disk drive. They're only 500 gig. You need Wi-Fi. A lot of people over here still don't have the internet, or they have slow internet because Australia just sucks of internet.
Oh, really, man?
Yeah, terrible.
Robin
Hey,
Jennings.
Robin, nice to see you. Robin's been around for a few years now. It's awesome to see Robin.
Cheers, Robin. You know what I like about this. I get to meet all your peeps. You're the old school guys, and yeah, I'm Will. How you doing, Robins?
And a lot of the old school guys come from a collecting scene, so you might know them through mutual third parties or things like that. It's cool.
I should move to Salt Lake now. Funny thing about Utah as a state, their beers are half the alcohol content of the rest of the country. So yeah, this beer running about 5%. It's about 2.5% over in Utah. So no, I'm not moving to Utah. Fuck you.
That means you could drink twice as much.
Yeah, well, I'm also got to pay twice as much. I'm not here for it.
Hey, Ibra. I have a full PS3 set. Apart from NBA Elite 11, I've got a full set. So.
And I'm missing about most of it. I have what I like to call a what's the word I usually use? Cultured set? No, that's not the word.
Rated set.
I only collect games that I want to play or that I think it look cool.
I respect that.
I won't go for just anything. I mean, there's a lot of people out there like that go for a full set, and you know, that's a hell of an endeavor, but it's not for me. PK PS7 and love the Game Pass. Also, as the new PS Plus, I stopped collecting physical PS after PS3, digital only.
Not a bad decision because, like, compared PS3 set to the PS4 set, the PS3 set was fun. It's not fun to go for a full set anymore. Things like that, you know.
Yeah, the I think like I said, PS4 was probably the last hurrah. Spidey.
Spidey is not just an OG. Spidey is my old mod from Twitch. Spidey used to basically run the channel. I was the streamer, and Spidey was Figsy Games. He was the channel. Without Spidey, the Discord channel wouldn't exist. Like, I couldn't have done so many things. So yeah, it's nice to see you, Spidey. And Spidey is a big PlayStation 5 fan. I know he's got a PS5.
Well, Figsy, on that note, I'm gonna have to wrap things up on my end.
I'm feeling the same. I got a lot of work to do.
I got my 5-year-old. She's downstairs, and I can hear her. She's wrecking stuff, and she's got an older brother who's supposed to be watching her, but yeah, she's more than a handful. So I gotta head out. Sorry to you guys.
Really good to have you on again, Will.
Oh,
the podcast has been fun. So you guys will see me and Will with a special guest, Andy, on Sunday. Again, it'll be 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 7 a.m. for Europe, or in America, Pacific Time, you're going to be looking at midnight. However, you can rewatch the podcast on YouTube. So if you can't catch the lives, be sure to rewatch it. Again, thanks for everyone for jumping in, giving us these questions. Thanks to Will for joining us.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I hope you guys had fun. We'll do it again. Come back. We love you. Come back.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, say something below, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you guys.